don't go to start right now.
A little early, Skip, if you ask me.
So,
a little early for that.
Thing you have what is that, your bathrobe?
What is this?
You're wearing your bathrobe on television. What have we come to on the show?
Get a little something, y'all start that thing.
So wait, you're drinking Hennessy to get ready for Undisputed. You're smoking something. I don't know what's in that. I don't know. It could have a lot of different things.
Hey, Jay, this old wood tip right here. You try to get that thing right.
Are those the ones Snoop left in your dressing room? I think he did.
Stop dry snitching. You lost everything.
We've lost all credibility. I don't get it.
No, we lost credibility because you be telling. We're supposed to keep that between you and I.
Well, you're showing the world.
Like the old people say, we got to keep that between us. How you doing today, Skip?
Well, I don't know yet. I'd like to find out.
We are going to have to see because Shannon apparently is ready. On today's show, will Skip throw up the X for Dez in New Orleans? Will Shannon finally admit Team Tebow is a good baseball player? But we are going to start with LeBron because... I mean, how can we not? His Lakers got back on the winning track last night. 114-110 over the Wolves. LeBron scored a team-high 24 points, was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart each had at least 20 points. Derrick Rose had a career-high 7 threes, but he missed a shot with under 5 seconds left that would have given Minnesota the lead. The Lakers have now allowed at least 110 points in every game this season, but LeBron still praised the defense after the game. Let's take a listen.
We defended the whole fourth quarter. They made some shots. I mean, if we get any closer on some of those threes, we foul them. And we did one time. We gave up a 4-point play to Jimmy, but we defended. This is the most we've defended in 48 minutes, close to 48 minutes all year, and we did it versus a very good team.
Okay, Shannon, how impressive were your Lakers last night?
Well, they have to be happy with the win, but I'm not overly impressed because, again, they gave up 110 points. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, Skip, that's not a three-point shooting team. Now, there are some teams that get up threes. Golden State, the Rockets, teams that can take threes, make threes. You give up, normally, you give up 20 made threes. How many times you think you're going to actually win a game, Skip? Not very many. Now, LeBron, I'm going to have to disagree with you. In the first half, you played no defense because you gave up 67 points.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can equate that to defense.
Did I hear 48 minutes? Did you just say that's the best we played for 48 minutes?
For 24 minutes you played.
I'll give you that.
The second half, LeBron is absolutely right. There were some contested threes that they made. Skip, in 2 of the last 4 games, Derrick Rose has played better than he played in his MVP season. That 50-point game...
I don't know if I go that far, but he played MVP quality. I'll give you that.
No, he's never had games like 7 made...
He hadn't shot the 3 like that in his career. He's 29%.
For a career, and he's shooting 46%. And then coming off that 50-point performance. But I was very impressed with... Some things I was impressed with. Not the defense, but Josh Hart, Skip, they needed everything that he gave him. Those 21 minutes, they needed all that.
Huge.
I told you, old Tyson Chandler, you say, well, he don't get that many rebounds. I say, for what they need him to do, old Tyson, he still got a few miles on them legs.
I hope he didn't use them all up in one night, because it's got potential.
But here's the thing. I'm concerned with what happens when he's not in front of the home crowd of L.A. Being an L.A. kid, being homegrown, and they pulled him through. JaVale McGee is still playing unbelievable ball. LeBron was spectacular in the fourth quarter, although I did not like those last 2 shots that he took. You can get something better than 30-foot three-pointers, Skip. I do believe LeBron James can get a better shot, 2 better shots than that. Maybe he, heat check, he wanted to see where he was because he had it going pretty good, but no, you can't take that. And she was right there. She got caught in traffic, Jenny. She was on her way to the game, Skip. You know it. But that 405 traffic and trying to weave her way, she waited until the last minute because, she had to get her hair done, her nails done. Miss Triple Dove was supposed to show up.
Really?
Almost.
No, Jack Nicholson took her seat at courtside. Or maybe Denzel did.
No, actually, she sits at the scorer's table. Yeah! That's what she sit at. Because she's special. But, look, D-Rose... There's nothing you can do. I mean, when he's hitting shots like that, Skip. But, LeBron, I disagree with you. You didn't play defense in the first half. That's why you gave up 67. You clamped down, gave up 43 in the second half. But, man, they shot 50% from 3, 45% from the floor.
I believe that was a franchise record 3.
Yes! And you talk about you
Probably
thought-
not saying a lot for the T-Wolves, but go ahead.
But here's the thing, and you thought you played, and they make an NBA, they make a team record 23s, and you thought you played very good defense. But it's something they can build on, Skip. They needed that. They needed that win. I mean, you can't be, you got to dig some traction. You got to get going here now. I mean, they costing me my cases. But you know what? Looking at the way that the landscape is shaping out, Skip, it might be the Golden State Warriors with 65, 70 wins, and the number 2 seed might have 53, 52 wins. It might be that big a discrepancy in the West between 1 and 2, considering the way teams are playing. Now, they might all turn it around to Utah, the Houston, Lakers, and some of the teams that we thought were going to be good, Pelicans, Portland. But right now, 50 wins might get you the 3rd seed.
So, you finished?
Yeah.
You got some of that right. And now I'm impressed that you actually got some of that right. I'm impressed only because they got the dub. That's the only impressive thing that happened last night. But first things first or last. Let's go to Derrick Rose's last attempt, if we could, please. Tyson Chandler, as hard as he played on defense, he fouls Derrick Rose on the last 3-point attempt as the T-Wolves are down 2. He just hacked him right across the hand just a split second after the ball had left said hand.
I'm glad that wasn't Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, because they getting that call.
They're going to get it. And I thought it was very interesting that Derrick stepped right up after the game and said, they aren't going to give me that call, meaning he has lost his superstar privilege in this league over the last, 4 awful years, injury-plagued years, the times off that he took, and finally, I think he lost his credibility and his superstar card with the referee. So he's just saying, I'm not going to get that call. Could he have made all 3 at that point to win the game? I'd probably bet against all 3. Could he make 2 of 3 to send it to overtime? Yes, he could have. Remember, he did miss one fateful free throw down the stretch of the NCAA championship game, which opened the door for Mario Chalmers, and Kansas won that game.
He was 2 for 2 last night, Skip, so he might have.
I don't know. Maybe he would have made all 3. Now, back to the points that you tiptoed around.
What?
LeBron James, 46.2 seconds are left in the game, and they are up 1 point, and this is the king in his new house. And these are the Timberwolves. This is not Golden State. It's not Houston as Houston starts to turn back into Houston. You just have to close this deal. And thank you for saying, why would you pull up and take that long of a 3-point shot? Is it because, once again, you're a little gun-shy about going to the late-game free throw line? Probably it is. Just attack, because they're going to have to foul you or you're going to get to the basket. You know what, Shannon Sharp? I'll even take LeBron. Just take Wiggins into the lane, because I like LeBron and trust him more shooting his fadeaway. You know, take that 10-foot fadeaway, because you're pretty good at that.
He did do Wiggins once.
He did?
Bumped him into the lane and...
That's his shot now.
Yes.
That's the one I would trust. I would give that about a 70% make chance. This one, again, from 3 so far this year, he's 28.8%. And he had made a couple shortly before this. So is it a heat check, or is it just saying, I'm going to take the highest degree of difficulty shot so the pressure will be off me, so nobody can say, well, you should have closed it, and I can say, well, I took a really hard shot. That was a tough shot to make. Well, yeah, it's a really tough shot because you shouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Right.
So Tyson Chandler saves the day with a back tap. And all of a sudden, you got the ball again, and then Kuzma got fouled, and he made 1 free throw.
And they could have called Tyson Chandler for a foul on that one.
They probably could have. So then LeBron comes down with 15.2 left. It's still, I think it's a 2-point game at that point. No, he'd missed a 3. So it's still a 1-point game.
Right.
And LeBron does it again. He just pulls up and takes another bomb 3, and he LeBricks it. And I'm saying, just attack.
Right.
Just get to the free throw line, get in the lane, make something happen. Or if you want to, if you need to get in the lane, I know the clock's starting to wind down at that point, find a 3-point shooter. Because I got to tell you, the more I watch Josh Hart and Kyle Kuzma, they are without conscience, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to green light shoot it with all kinds of confidence, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And the beauty of them playing with LeBron is, they feel like they are completely empowered playing with the king. What happened to Jordan Clarkson and Rodney Hood in Cleveland last year? They did. They were afraid to shoot. They second-guessed every three that they took down the stretch last year for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were no-shows. They did not help the king 1 ounce. Or when he was really needing some three-point shots made, they couldn't stand up to the pressure. And I know there's no real early season pressure, but still, it's LeBron James, it's Staples Center, and these two kids are just saying, thank you, we got this.
Even what you call him, Skip, I mean, 14.
He did.
McGee got 10 shots up.
I don't see anybody look hesitant at all. I don't see tentative from anybody.
Well, first of all, Kyle Kuzma has never met a shot he didn't like. He loves all shots.
But it's not like that changed once LeBron stepped on the floor.
Josh Hart was unbelievable. He's turned into a great catch-and-shoot three-point shooter.
Cold-blooded, man.
But you know what, Skip? And also I think is that getting Tyson Chandler, it gave them somebody to bang with Karl Anthony Towns. Now, I'm glad last night Towns decided to count his money because he got a boatload of it this offseason. Skip, there is no way Karl Anthony Towns should have that few points and that few rebounds after what he did a week ago.
I got to tell you, this is a troubled basketball team revolving around Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns.
They got to let him.
When Jimmy plays, Karl Anthony is basically saying, I don't want to play.
Right.
I'm out.
Yes.
His body language is saying,
Look at him when Jimmy doesn't play. He's dominating on both ends. You look at him when Jimmy plays. Now, that one outlier, last week, Jimmy played. He was 28 and 16, I think, Skip. But Karl Anthony Towns too good. 13 and 6, 13 and 7 against JaVale McGee and Tyson Chandler.
I know, but Jokic and these other big centers are just saying, "Give me." Oh, we saw what Ibaka did the other night. Give me the ball. Give me the ball against JaVale. And that's what Luke was saying. So Luke said down the stretch, "I'm not going to play JaVale, even though he leads the league in blocks. He will not on-ball defend. He will not defend in the post. So he put Tyson in there, and Tyson was defending.
We're going to talk about the elephant in the room again last night.
Lonzo got 0 in the fourth quarter, 0 minutes. Is that the elephant?
Yeah.
0.
0.
Sat him the whole fourth quarter and played Rondo most of the fourth quarter.
And he only played 21 minutes. Skip, there's a few things that's going to have happen for Lonzo. Skip, he's going to have to drive the ball more, and he's going to have to develop a mid-range game because now basically he's a three-point shooter. Even Steph Curry, as great as he is, will put the ball on the floor and try to get to the lane. Klay Thompson, if you keep hugging up on him, he'll put the ball on the floor and get to the lane.
Okay, I agree with all of the above, but I also agree with what we heard LeVar say. It was the other day, but we talked about it on the show yesterday. He's basically saying, my son is not a sub. He doesn't have subs mentality. And Lonzo, his confidence is just shaky enough. If you start to yank him quickly, his confidence just crumbles. So last night, I saw his confidence crumble. Like he has been stepping into his shot. Last night, he quit stepping into it because he knew if he missed a couple, Rondo was going to be on the floor. And Rondo stayed on the floor most of the fourth quarter.
Well, what Luke Walton is saying, I'm going with the hot, other than LeBron and maybe Kuzma and Ingram, I'm going with the hot hand down the stretch. If you look, Skip, Lance Stevenson played like, Luke looked at Lance and said, you know what? You on that bull job tonight. Come on over here and sit with me. I ain't gonna even give you a chance to monk this up. Because he already saw, Skip, you know, when Lance get the ball, okay, he dart, he gonna almost lose it, he gonna get it back, he gonna dart again, Jenny, then he gonna get it back, he gonna go between his legs, and he gonna throw something wild.
Lance got a grand total of 4 minutes last night, and he was 0 for 3 in 4 minutes.
And Luke say, nah, I'm not gonna let you do this. Come on, hey, get Lance jacket. He coming over here to join you.
Okay. So wait a second. Rondo plays almost the whole fourth. He just missed a few seconds. He played almost 12 minutes, and he went 0 for 2. But he did have those two. They were kind of back-tappy rebounds too. But that's all he did. He didn't have much. He didn't contribute. He had no assists.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, he did. No, he did have none. He had no assists
in the fourth. Skip, I mean, Rondo. He would drive the ball to the paint. At least he's trying to. I mean, he laid it up a couple of times. He banged it hard off the. But Skip, he had in that little bit of time, he had 10 assists and 6 rebounds. I don't know how Lonzo, you got to be aggressive. At some point in time, say, you know what? I'm going to the paint. I'm going to the bucket. I ain't selling for a 3. Skip, they're gonna give him that. I know he's shooting 40% now, 41%. They're going to give him that. he's going to have to turn it down and say, you know what, I'm going to the paint. I'm trying to make you guys
but
smile.
if you step back from their overall stats last night, Rondo goes 1 for 7 from the field.
Yeah.
Lonzo is only 1 for 6 from the field and played only 21 minutes. And in those 21 minutes, he still managed to have 5 rebounds and 6 assists, right? That's pretty good for 21 because Rondo ended up playing 27 minutes and he did have 10 assists. But
if you look at it, in those 21 minutes, what was the plus minus for Lonzo? He had, again, he led in minus. That's not a good sign, Skip.
well, it's not a good sign when you're getting yanked. When you're the number 2 pick in the draft and your confidence is wavering and then crumbling. That's what's happening.
Luke Walton said, I'm trying to win. Skip. Magic Johnson put that pressure on Luke. Luke's turning around and put that pressure on Rondo.
Yep.
Rondo, when you in there, you better, Lonzo, when you're in the game, you better show me something.
LeVar Ball is going to be on Magic's doorstep pretty soon saying either play him or trade him.
Okay.
Get him up out of here. Send him to somewhere.
And Magic said, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Then enjoy Rajon Rondo as your point guard for the next 4 years.
Yep. You know how superior athletes, business people think. When you give them an ultimatum, they're always going to choose else. Do this or else.
Maybe.
They'll always choose else.
Unless they're smart enough to choose keep.
Nah. I mean, they got something brewing.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't gonna trade him right. The trade deadline's coming up. We might have a package going on. Yeah.
We might. Yep.
Yep.
Interesting. So, to your original point, I'm going to laud and applaud the Los Angeles Lakers on how they played defense in the second half last night.
Yes.
That was highly impressive. They locked up, locked down, locked in. I don't know if Luke Walton read the riot act at halftime, because when you give up 67 in the first half, and I immediately tweeted at halftime, that was embarrassing.
Almost had me a case. Because I say the Lakers going to get 65 to 70.
Oh.
And you ain't want to do it.
I didn't bet on that.
I know you did.
So you didn't almost have a case because there was no bet.
I was trying to get, you know what's
Okay. But then what happened in the second half? They allow 67 in the first and hold them to 43 in the second, hold them to 21 points in the third quarter and 22 in the fourth. That's highly impressive.
Because now Luke Walton can say, guys, see, when you want to play defense, when you lock in,
we saw
this is
flash.
what. Now, the likelihood of them holding someone to 86 points, Skip, for a game, that's not going to happen. That might be an outlier. You might get 180, 190 points.
Especially when they're hitting a franchise record.
Yeah. When you hit that many threes and you only get 43 points in the second half, and considering Jimmy Butler was unconscious. I mean, they were pushing him back further and further, and he was still hitting them.
So was
D. Rose, still hitting them.
Yep.
Everybody, I mean, all of a sudden, when did Taj Gibson, in his first 7 seasons, Taj Gibson made 1 3, Skip. Last night he made 3. So now all of a sudden, Taj Gibson is hitting 3s. You're not supposed.
And they scored a grand total of 43 in the second half.
The Lakers had, with that being said, the way Derrick Rose was shooting the ball, Jimmy Butler and Taj making 3s, the Lakers had no business winning that game, Skip. And you give up a team record 23s. You're not supposed to win that game.
By the way, the Lakers hit 15 of 34
Yes.
threes. 15.
They're getting better.
And remember, you backed off your prediction before the season started because you said they can't shoot.
No.
Right?
Old Josh Hart.
15 threes?
Yeah.
Well, that's 44% right there. Is that an outlier for them?
Yeah.
That's what it took to cancel out the 23.
But Skip, you still. So with that being said, that's 5 more 3. That's plus 15 that you gave up, and somehow you find a way to win by 4.
You did. So back to, as you call her, Miss Trip Dub. Is that what you call it? So I said this before the year. I'm going to stand by it.
What you gonna say?
LeBron James. Go ahead.
We don't stat chase, Skip.
Okay.
You notice that?
LeBron James should be averaging a triple-double. For this team of cast-offs and kids, he just should be. He's at 27, 8, and 8. He leads the team in rebounding, as he should. He's 6'9", 260. He leads the team in assists, as he should. He's still the best passer in basketball, and he's averaging 28 points a game. Was it 27? 27 points a game. Well, it should be 32 a game.
No,
Yeah,
stop it, Skip. Stop trying to put that pressure on the man.
On this team, it just should be. And the shock to me so far is LeBron has plunged all the way to 11th in the league in usage rate. So, again, he was 4th last year because he's usually top 5-ish.
Yeah.
And now he's 11th. So he's trying to
Play off the ball more.
He's trying to send this new message. I'm over here. I'm a wing player. I'm a post-up player. I'm an elbow player, right?
Because if you look last night, Skip, there are a lot of times in the fourth quarter, Brandon Ingram was bringing the ball up. Brandon Ingram was initiating the offense, and he was shooting the shot. Kyle Kuzma was shooting the shot. So LeBron, that was all a part of the master plan of LeBron and Luke. And remember, Luke told you, we know what 2-3 can do. What we're trying to do is who else is going to be the Robin? Who's going to be the guy that says, you know what? When they send 2 at LeBron, who can we trust to put the ball in his hand and go make a play for us?
This team will be at its best when LeBron James dribbles the ball up the floor and initiates the offense. And either he takes it or makes sure somebody else gets a nice, clean, open shot. He needs to be the Russell Westbrook of the Lakers. That's when they will be at their best, when this happens. Maybe he's trying to save himself. Maybe he doesn't
Save ourselves for what?
Save himself for the stretch run.
Brian had him a good old time.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, looks
enjoyed
like
it.
you had
Yeah.
a good old time this morning.
Hold
before
on.
the show.
Jenny was at the game out at home, you know,
Did go
by
to
the
the game. I
fireplace.
didn't see the
she was
I left pretty early. I tried.
I was by
you
the
know,
fireplace.
I was right between Will Ferrell and Denzel, just like right in the
Did you
middle.
talk to Denzel?
No. Are you kidding?
Well,
I'm joking. I was not that close.
Oh, you weren't that
I wish.
Skip, you know what?
So why do you and LeBron, you smoke cigars now? I don't get it. I thought you were getting in shape. I
thought
thought
you were
LeBron was
healthy.
an NBA player.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What you mean getting in shape? We already in shape.
Oh.
Unlike somebody else I know, we're going to talk about him in the next segment that, you know, they wanted to shed a few pounds. We ain't gonna talk about just yet. But
Interesting.
Jenny was at the game last night, Skip.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Were you there? Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, well, don't parse and say, well, I was there for a little bit. Were you at the game? Yes, you were at the game. Me, I was at home. Me and my boy sitting on the couch. Had some of this right here.
Did you?
Yep.
Wow.
Watching the game, watching
Seems
LeBron.
like you're having a whole lot of that.
Had me a good old time.
Like,
Yeah.
do we need an intervention?
Are we? Yeah. Should we be worried about you?
no, not it.
A lot of fun this
No,
week.
look here.
think this-
I got a big old bottle. I got a big bottle.
We
Like
see.
this here.
Huh. Have you just down those in one gulp sometimes?
No. I don't take it to the head. No.
boy.
What you trying to do, Skip?
I don't know.
You
I'm
must
just
be-
asking. I'm just curious.
I'm a social. Get around a couple of the guys. We tell stories, reminisce about Broncos, the Ravens, and college. I ain't no guy to get by myself and just like chug.
Sounds like you were last night.
No,
but that's
I was
okay.
sipping.
Oh.
I had one of your wood tips on, fire going, some nice music listening. Because you don't listen to the sound. So I was just playing.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have a busy weekend then because Lakers back to back.
But then what-
They're
who they
at
play?
Sacramento, then they're home against the Hawks. So get
Oh,
ready
we
for
gonna
a
get. Oh,
weekend.
Dub.
yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Triple dub. Can I
I
get a
told
case?
you the schedule gets easy right now.
Can we get?
No.
Can we get a case of dew for a dub?
No. You're
Come
down,
on, Skip.
You're down 13 already. It's okay.
Not right now. Not right now.
I'm
Too
not
much.
down yet. Hold on.
It will be Saturday.
Michigan